The most expensive mistakes you will ever make in your career happen in the 7 days right after a layoff, when you are too shaken to think clearly. So let's not think clearly. Let's just follow a list. In the next few minutes, I'll give you the exact first week playbook. 7 moves in order that separate the people who bounce back fast from the ones still stuck 3 months later. This isn't a pep talk. It's a checklist you can start today. Here is the thing I wish someone had told me. In week 1, your instinct is to apply everywhere, fast, to feel like you are doing something. That instinct is wrong. The people who recover quickest slow down first. They protect their money and their story before they touch a single job board. Number 1. Handle the boring admin before the emotion hits. In your first 48 hours, do 3 things. File for unemployment or your local equivalent immediately. Benefits are often backdated to when you file, not when you were let go, so every day you wait is money left on the table. Second, write down the exact date your health coverage ends, because that single date drives decisions you will make all month. Third, save everything you are about to lose access to: pay stubs, performance reviews, reference contacts, and any work samples you are legally allowed to keep. Here is what most people get wrong. They are so shaken they skip the paperwork for a week and only realize later they lost a month of backdated benefits and every contact in a work account that got shut off at midnight. The admin feels trivial next to the emotion. It is not. It is the cheapest money you will make all year. Number 2. Do the runway math coldly. Add up every rupee or dollar you can actually reach: checking, savings, anything liquid. Then divide it by your real monthly burn. Not your ideal budget, your actual one, the one your bank statement shows. That number is your runway in months, and it is the single most clarifying thing you can know this week. Say it is 5 months. Suddenly, the vague dread becomes a concrete deadline you can plan backward from. The classic mistake here is the opposite of what you would expect. People underestimate their runway, feel cornered, and grab the first lowball offer in week 3. Then watch a far better one appear in month 2 when they are already locked in. Know the real number and you buy yourself the nerve to wait for the right thing. Number 3. Read the severance before you sign anything. Severance agreements are negotiable far more often than people assume, and signing quickly just to feel resolved is the single most expensive mistake in this entire list. Look for 3 things: the payout and how it is paid, the health coverage continuation, and any clause that quietly limits where you are allowed to work next. A non-compete or a non-solicit can cost you the exact job you want. Real example. An engineer signs a standard package in relief on day 2, then discovers a clause blocking him from the 3 companies most likely to hire him. If you are unsure, a single 1-hour consultation with an employment lawyer usually costs less than 1 week of the severance it can unlock, and they routinely find money and flexibility you would never have asked for. Slow down on the one document designed to make you move fast. Number 4. Write your layoff narrative before anyone asks. You will be asked, "So what happened?" dozens of times over the next month by recruiters, by friends, by interviewers. Decide now in one calm sentence how you tell it. The role was cut, not you. No bitterness, no over-explaining, no trashing the old company. The version you rehearse quietly this week is the version that comes out steady under pressure next month. Where people slip is emotional leakage. 6 weeks of resentment seeps into one interview answer, and the interviewer hears problem instead of bad luck. You cannot control that you were laid off. You completely control the story, and a clean 30-second version is worth more than another line on your resume. Number 5. Rebuild your resume and LinkedIn around outcomes, not duties. Recruiters do not scan for responsibilities. They scan for impact, numbers, scope, results. Swap responsible for the payment service for cut checkout failures 30% across 2 million users. Every bullet should answer, "So what?" Then turn LinkedIn to open to work, and here is the part people miss. Change your headline to the role you want next, not the one you just lost. Recruiters search by the title they are hiring for. If your headline still says the old job, you are invisible to the searches that matter. Post once, plainly, that you are looking and what you are looking for. Your network cannot help with news they never received, and the algorithm quietly rewards the accounts that just flip to open to work. Number 6. Activate your network deliberately, not desperately. Make a short list of people who have actually seen you work, not 500 connections, the 10 who would vouch for you. Then reach out with something specific. Do you know anyone hiring back-end engineers in fintech? Gets a real answer. Let me know if you hear of anything gets a sympathetic nothing. The difference is a concrete role and a concrete ask that lets a busy person help you in one reply. Warm introductions convert to interviews at many times the rate of cold applications. Yet most people spend week 1 firing off 80 portal applications into the void and 0 personal messages. Flip that ratio. This week is for planting the introductions that turn into interviews in week 3. Number 7. Install a routine by Friday. Unemployment's real danger is not the money, it is the shapeless day. 2 formless weeks and the search quietly stops. You tell yourself you are resting when you are actually drifting. So build a container. Fixed hours for the job hunt, mornings for outreach and applications, afternoons for sharpening a skill or a project. A hard stop in the evening, and something in the day that is deliberately not job hunting, because burnout finds the unemployed faster than the employed. Treat the search like a job with a start time and an end time, and you stay the sharp, rested version of yourself, which is exactly the version that walks into the interview that ends all of this. That is the first week. Admin, runway, severance, narrative, resume, network, routine. Get those 7 done and you have traded panic for a plan, and a plan is the thing that compounds. The job you land next almost never comes from applying harder or faster. It comes from moving through this 1 week deliberately instead of frantically, so that everything you do afterward lands on solid ground instead of quicksand. If it would help to have your resume rewritten around outcomes the way we just described, the tool I built for exactly that is linked below. Either way, you have got this. Subscribe if you want the next one, where we map out how to run the 30 days after this first week.